Good morning, it's Friday. The children are just watching My Little Pony. We've not watched it before, have we? No, it's a good one. It's the old one. You can see on the telly. The time is coming up. I had to double check that then. It's later than I thought. It's coming up to 8:15. So it's a late, definitely a late start. I didn't wake up until about 6:30. Which was really nice. But it was also bin day, so I had to break the news to Chris that it was bin day. That's horrible. I hate telling him it's bin day because he gets grumpy about it. Not to us sort of thing, but it just ruins his day when it's bin day, because he has to be outside all day anyway, and it's horrible when it's waking up and immediately have to go outside. But he can't do it the night before because of all the wildlife around here. So has to do it on the morning. I'm just knitting on my sock because it is, baby. The old ones are the good ones, eh? Because they're hand drawn. That's why I think they're the good ones. I prefer the hand drawn ones. So yesterday my mum was here and Chris was at home as well, but today it's just me. The postman's coming later to pick up some parcels. There is a Henny that is on her way to San Francisco today. She is so excited that she's off. I hope she gets there okay. That's my only worry. I'm sure she will. She knows where she's going, doesn't she? And there's the 2 prizes for the Spring into Scrap Mail. They're getting collected today as well. And then I've got a parcel that I need to start packaging up, and I'm gifting some little mini skeins that I put together from when I had green lambkin yarn come through. One of my lovely friends said that they hadn't tried hand dyed yarn before, so I thought, oh well, I'll bundle up some little cutie ones, that you don't even have to use, and you could just have them on the side and they look lovely, like decoration. I love things like that as decoration. But they can use them if they want to. And yesterday I was sewing whilst my mum was here, and so I'll show you what I was working on. There's a panel to make a bag out of. I'll turn you around and show you it a bit closer. There you go. The little cat on a pumpkin. I saw some towels, some tea towels. Don't know what shop it was on, but it came up on Instagram. Someone had taken a photo of them, and it was a whole tea towel with pumpkins with little black cats spotted in and out. And I just thought, oh, I want to make one like that. And so, I just mucked around with this. So the pumpkin is cutaway applique, and then I've just done some chain stitches on it. And my sewing isn't perfect, and I won't try and make it perfect. I like to make it instead. The cat is made out of woolen tweed. You might be able to see there's a line there in her. She's woolen tweed. Her eyes are reflective thread, so when you take a photo of her in the dark, her eyes will light up and nothing else, because she's a cat. This is hand-dyed yarn that I got from Amy. It was a little ball of green, and so, it was a little mini skein actually, and I balled it up and I made some swirly bits for the pumpkin. I loved making that yesterday. That's what I did yesterday afternoon. The Peter Rabbit ones, the Beatrix Potter ones, should I say, I have finished them now, and then they're ready to sew onto a bag. I will machine them onto a bag. I think I'm going to give a couple of these as Christmas presents. But I'll machine them onto a bag, and then I'll undo the side pieces so it goes like this. All frayed edge. This is the one my mum picks for herself. I said she could pick one, and she picked this one. Can you guess which one I'm having? I love Jemima, but it's not Jemima. I love Tom Kitten, but I'm not keeping Tom. I really love Miss Tiggy Winkle because her home is so cosy. but it's not her. It's Benjamin. I love a tam o' shanty. That's why I've made myself one. But I'd really, really like Benjamin. How can you not like a rabbit in a tam? Yeah, he's on my bedroom wall as well, Benjamin Bunny. He has a very special place in my heart. I don't like the way he's depicted in the modern day Beatrix Potter. Well, it's not Beatrix Potter, it's Peter Rabbit, isn't it? The modern day stuff. I like Beatrix Potter's way of representing him. You know, like the TV show. There's Peter. And then there's Scribble Nutkin. So, yeah, I'm thinking of making some of these up as Christmas presents. So that one is definitely going to go to Mum. So that will be her Christmas present. This is my tag, you see, for my bag. How beautiful is that? So they'll be on my bags. But yeah, and then I've got to pick who's going to have what out of the other ones. Oh, sweet. Busy, 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 eh? What a lovely way to be. Quietly and slowly busy. That's how it should be. So I had a couple of questions and I thought I would just sit and answer them this morning for you. One of them was, are the children broken up from school? I think they break up today. But my children are homeschooled, so I don't keep on top of it all. But I think I've seen a lot of friends showing pictures of like end of term things, and so I imagine they're breaking up about nowish. But in my head it was like you had a couple more weeks, but I know everyone's doing sports day and stuff like that, so I think it might be different everywhere. Yeah, it might be this week they break up. I'm just trying to look at my calendar. I always think it's halfway through July, so I don't know. But yeah, I home educate my children, so we don't keep to term time schedules unless we're booking a holiday. That's the only time we have to kind of think about it, or if we want to go out somewhere, you know, if it's going to be really busy, we kind of avoid it because none of us are good in busy, noisy situations. So what was another question? What is a boot fair was another one. Okay, baby, take it out. Mopsy can have your yogurt pot as well. What is a boot fair? A long time ago. There you go, Winry. Can you pause it for him? Yeah, a long time ago, people used to just drive their cars to the field and sell stuff out of their boots, and so it was a place to go to buy stuff from a boot. Not your plate, darling. Just put your plate up on the kitchen side or the table for now, and I'll take it out and wash it up. Right now, people have like their tables and stuff out, and they have like painting tables, you know, wallpaper tables, and they just have loads of stuff that they want to get rid of, and they sell it, and you can go there to buy it. 1 second. Yeah, so boot fair is just somewhere you can go to buy secondhand things, but a lot of places now are selling like market stall stuff at boot fairs, and the prices are a lot higher, and I get worried about pickpocketing, and it's really busy because a lot of the other boot fairs have closed down, so ours is extremely busy now, and it's a good spot for pickpockets. We haven't been yet. I think if we went, me and Chris are talking about just going us. We were going to take the children, but we've seen like photos of how busy it is, and it's putting me right off. I have got her some dresses off of Vinted because the money that I saved from my family allowance, I was going to go to a boot fair, and then hearing about all the like the wait time, like waiting couples of hours to get into the field, and I'm like, nah. So I did use that money for Vinted dresses, and so I'll show you them another day. I got her 4 dresses and 3 leggings because she's at that stage where she's growing like a weed. Another question was, what kind of things do you do for your children on a frugal budget as their snacks? I don't buy any snack stuff. other than yogurts, if you count yogurt as a snack. For snacks, they will just have malted milk biscuits and some milk. In the afternoon, if they're saying they're hungry, I'll just give them a bit of bread and butter. But the majority of the time, they will have an apple as a snack. I buy the children's apples specifically for snacks, and I will buy carrots and cut them up as carrot sticks, or cucumbers as I'll do them as cucumber sticks. Sometimes I'll do it with a bit of cheese for them as a snack, but I try and keep the majority of their calories. See, even as I say it, I very rarely do cheese. It depends if we've been for a really long walk. I try and keep the majority of their calories as their like breakfast, lunch and dinner, so that they're not relying on snacks. If we're watching a film, then I would try and do the film at lunchtime, so that we are eating like a lunch time meal whilst we're watching it, and then that counts, and I don't need to do snacky things. But a good snack type thing that I do with that is dry cereal, some raisins. Sometimes I'll put some like chocolate buttons in. Popcorn as well is a cheap one, but I don't tend to give them popcorn very often. My mum might do shortbread biscuits and then they have them. I don't really do snacky food. It's kind of just like apples and carrots. It's mainly, yeah, that's mainly it. And then I just make sure that they're getting enough protein. That's the main one, getting enough protein, like meats and eggs and whatever. Which is why I like to do eggs for breakfast, so that I know that they've got some protein for the day in them. But yeah, I don't buy snacky stuff. There's yogurt. I can give them a yogurt if they're fancying something. And I think, oh, it's a long time before they eat again if they're hungry, so they'll have that, because you do have to keep their sugar levels kind of sustained. A bag of crisps, which doesn't happen very often because I use the bag of crisps like with their lunch. But yeah, if they're hungry, say I'm like not very well and I can't get up and say like with the little snacky thing, like with the cereal and that, I will put that together for them. So if I can't do that, then I'll say grab a bag of crisps. But it's normally just carrots and apples, really. It's like the go-to snack. And then I'll do yogurts and stuff with the main meals, so then I don't have to think about snacky stuff. We couldn't afford snacks. I used to buy snack stuff, but we couldn't afford it, so I stopped buying it, and then I realised I don't really need it. If they have cake bars or anything, it's usually because I've got them off of Olio, but we don't need them, so we get along fine without them. It must be hard when they have to go to school and you have to do like lunch boxes and stuff like that. I think that must make things cost a lot more, but because I just do it at home, we usually just have apples. Yeah. I haven't really got much to say today. I'm a bit, not tired, but I'm a bit anemic, so yeah, I'm waiting for my iron tablet to kick in. It's making me a bit sleepy, and yeah, I can just feel I'm a bit lightheaded, you know. So once the iron tablets kick in, I should start feeling better. I'm gonna do some homeschooling stuff for the children. I want to find where the table's gone. My table's piled under like some of the art projects and stuff, so I would like to find the table. So that's on my list today, but my main priority today is just to get them parcels posted. I've been fretting because normally I would just get them posted like next day, but because Chris was off, I didn't want to, like, if he wanted to go anywhere, I didn't want to have to say no, we can't go, because it's so hot that it's very limited times that you can go anywhere. But ahead of us on the horizon are them times where we can go out in the evenings and go down to the shorefront, and we can go for walks in the woods and go for adventures, and I can't wait to be able to do all that. It's just so hot at the moment, isn't it? I'm fed up of being all sticky and horrible. But not long. This heat wave, we've got to get through another one, haven't we? And then hopefully it won't be so bad. We've had some nice days out though. I just miss being able to just go out in the middle of the day. Oh well, it is what it is, isn't it? So I'm gonna knit a little bit now. To be honest, I probably won't even knit anymore. I want to go and wash that washing up. I don't like knowing that the washing up's sitting out there. I like just going out and doing it straight away so it's done and then it's off my head. Otherwise this little job sits on my head and I don't like that. I like getting it gone. So I'm probably going to do that. I'll finish filming this and then whilst I watch it back I'll be doing the washing up and then get on with the day, can't I? Yeah, we're not going out anywhere. It'll just be a day at home doing some homeschooling bits and finding the table. Do anyone else lose whole pieces of furniture? There's lots of beautiful things over there, but not a table. Right, I'm gonna go, and this, I will say though, this, I'm making some bags. That's what that's going to turn into. So yeah, my stitches are not perfect, but that's how it is. I just like doing it. It's the joy of it more than anything else, isn't it? I'm going to make some different ones as well. I've got some more pumpkins cut out. They won't all be the same. I'm thinking I'm going to do them all different, and then I'll put them up. And with the notebooks, I'm going to put one of the notebooks up. Someone has claimed another notebook, which is lovely. So yeah, I'm going to give it to that person, and then like the other one will go up in the shop. It's falling off of there. That's my little tag. I just like tacked it on, but I've pulled it funny and now it was coming off. Yeah, I feel like I want that tablet to kick in now so my iron levels can go back to normal. I'm gonna go, and I'll see you again tomorrow. I hope you're all well, and I hope you do okay in this next heat wave again. Just don't look at the news and things like that, and we'll get through it all, because we don't need any extra stress, do we? There's nothing we can do about anything else. Right, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.